Imagine waking up one morning and finding that the world's greatest empire is gone. The strongest army defeated. The richest cities abandoned. The mighty roads empty. For over 500 years, the Roman Empire ruled millions of people across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. It built massive cities, incredible roads, and laws that still influence our world today. So how did an empire this powerful collapse? Was it because of invading barbarians? Was it because Roman emperors became weak? Or was there something much deeper happening behind the scenes?
The truth is far more surprising. Rome did not fall in a single day.
It slowly broke apart from the inside, while enemies attacked from the outside. This is the real story of how the Roman Empire actually collapsed. Before we understand Rome's fall, we need to understand its incredible rise. At its peak, Rome controlled nearly 1/4 of the world's population. Its roads stretched for hundreds of thousands of kilometers. Its soldiers were among the best-trained fighters in history. Roman engineers built bridges, aqueducts, and giant arenas that still stand today. Trade flowed from Britain to Egypt. People believed Rome would last forever. In fact, many Romans called their city the Eternal City. But behind this image of power, serious cracks were already beginning to appear. The empire had become too large to manage. Messages took weeks to travel. Armies had to defend thousands of kilometers of borders. Every new conquest brought more land, but also more problems. And soon, those problems became impossible to ignore. Running an empire was extremely expensive. The Roman army had hundreds of thousands of soldiers needing food, armor, and salaries. At first, Rome paid for this through conquest. Every victory brought treasure, land, and slaves. But eventually, Rome stopped expanding. No new lands meant no new wealth. Yet the costs kept growing. To solve this, emperors began reducing silver in Roman coins. The coins looked the same, but they were worth much less. Prices started rising. People lost trust in the money. This was one of history's earliest examples of inflation. Taxes also became much heavier. Farmers struggled.
Small businesses failed. Many people abandoned their homes because they simply could not survive.
The empire that once overflowed with wealth slowly began running out of money. Economic problems crippled society from within. A strong empire needs honest leaders. Rome increasingly had the opposite. Political corruption spread everywhere. Many emperors cared more about keeping power than helping their people. Bribes became common. Government jobs went to friends. Even worse, becoming emperor became incredibly dangerous. Some rulers were poisoned. Others were murdered by their own guards. Some ruled for only a few months before being replaced. In the crisis of the 3rd century, Rome went through dozens of emperors in decades. Imagine trying to run a country when the leader keeps changing again and again. Long-term planning became impossible. The government grew weaker. Trust disappeared. And while politicians fought each other, the empire's real problems continued to grow.
Now comes one of the most debated theories. Did lead poisoning help weaken Rome? The Romans loved lead.
They used it in water pipes and cooking pots. They even added lead to sweeten wine. Today, we know that lead is highly poisonous. However, most modern historians do not believe lead poisoning alone destroyed Rome. It was one factor among many. Long-term exposure damages the brain, memory, and judgment. Some historians believe wealthy Romans consumed dangerous amounts of lead. It may have weakened parts of Roman society, but it was never the main reason for Rome's collapse. The real story is much bigger. As Rome became weaker, powerful groups from outside saw an opportunity. The Goths, Vandals, Huns, and other tribes pushed into Roman territory. In the year 410 AD, the city of Rome was captured and looted. For the first time in nearly 800 years, the unthinkable had happened. Then, in 476 AD, the last emperor of the Western Roman Empire was removed from power, marking the official end of the West. But the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, survived for nearly another 1,000 years. So, how did the Roman Empire actually collapse? Not because of one battle, one bad emperor, or one single mistake. Rome collapsed because many small problems slowly became one giant disaster. The biggest danger often comes from within. Great civilizations rarely disappear overnight. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, what was the biggest reason for Rome's collapse?